Yo, what's up guys, Kiko Stars here, aka Fake Gamer, and as we all know, Messi is not in the shortlist for the men's player of the year, for the Uefa version of the Ballon d'Or. I believe quite conservatively he shouldn't be the one. Yeah, people are gonna say like, he had the most goals, he had the most assists, he had the most this, the most that, the most that. When you only win the league, which I always say you need to win a trophy behind it, but when you only win the league and you don't compete in the Champions League, you don't compete in you don't perform in the World Cup, or you don't do any of those stuff, you're bound to be snubbed out. Like, it really doesn't make sense why you be considered the best player of the world if what you're doing is just padding your stats. Like, yeah, Messi is an amazing player. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He is arguably the best player in history. If not at the moment, Ronaldo is the best one, but in history, for what he's done, he's the best player in history. But this season, he does not deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. Simple as that, clear cut as that. Hopefully, you guys agree with me. And if you don't, please leave in the comments down below, because I would love to respond to the comments while I watch this. But the short list is Luka Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mohammed Salah. I'm going to make the case for each one of them, and then I'll tell you who I believe is going to win. First off, we're going to go with Mohammed Salah. He is top goal scorer in the Premier League. Qualify Egypt to the World Cup for the first time in I don't know how many years. Liverpool's best player, Premier League's best player of the year, and overall just an amazing surprise for the year as a player. It was a joy to watch. I cannot disagree with that at all. He is an absolutely electrifying player to watch, but I do not think he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or just because this is his first season playing this way. I do not think that like there's weird shadowing the fact that this season by himself was amazing. But at the same time, Modric and Cristiano Ronaldo, the other players, they played less games but contribute to their teams even more. That's why I believe Messi had those stats. Like, going back to that stuff, Messi played almost every single game. Ronaldo and Modric, they lost about 10 to 15 just because they were being rested. Now, do I think Salah has a chance? Everyone has a chance. There's a reason why he's in the top 3. Do I think he's gonna win it? No. Let's move to Modric. He is arguably the only other player that can take it away from Ronaldo, the person who's gonna win. This is because went to the Champions League final, won the exact same trophies that Ronaldo won, and he was a crucial player for both Real Madrid and Croatia. The reason, it's just like he is as good as Xavi or Iniesta when they were nominated for the Ballon d'Or about 4 years ago, whenever it was the whole Barcelona trio in the top 3. But what I think it's gonna happen, again, doesn't matter how good you are, doesn't matter that you were the best player, you were not the star of your team. So I think he's gonna get snubbed like Xavi and Iniesta did, which is an issue because Xavi and Iniesta, one of them should have had Ballon d'Or in their career, but since they're not the flashy ones, since they're not the ones that's scoring all the goals, since they're not the ones that are winning trophies for the team, they're not the ones that are gonna receive the, how do I put this, the glory for doing it. If Modric had won the World Cup, he wins it. Hands down, he wins it, just because that means he didn't only perform, he was the reason they win it. You know what I'm saying? Now, we move to the actual candidate, the one that I think it's going to win, Cristiano Ronaldo. He scored, I believe, 5 goals less than Salah, but in 10 less games. Now, let's add the math to that. If he was keeping the same track, he was going to beat Salah for sure. Then with the goals that he scored in the Champions League, he never performed in the final. We don't care about that. We win the Champions League regardless. But with the games that he played in the semi-final against, was it Juventus? I don't remember. With the goals that he scored, the crucial performance that he did, he is the Mr. UEFA Champions League. In the league, yeah, we didn't perform. We had a really slow beginning of the season, aka that's why Barcelona took off, and the fact that they were almost unbeaten. I don't know if they finished unbeaten, but they were. No, they actually lose the final game, didn't they? But the fact that we actually compete with such a bad team in the Champions League, because we weren't performing, we shouldn't have won the Champions League, honestly. But that's our competition. That's Ronaldo's competition. That's why I feel sad that he went to Juventus, because I could see him punishing us in the future when we play Juventus and scoring against us easily, because our team is like kind of like a remodeling version. And that's why I believe Ronaldo will win the Ballon d'Or. He had not an amazing, but a decent World Cup. And overall, his season was one of the best ones. I like it as it's always every season it's either Messi or Ronaldo, Messi or Ronaldo. And the fact that Messi is not in this nominee list, just give it to Ronaldo already. Salah, yeah, amazing score. He's not gonna do that again. And Modric, amazing, but like I said, the superstars are always the one that gets it, not the one that played the best. So let me know if you guys agree with me. If you're new here, drop a sub, like the video if you, like I say, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the series. Leave a comment down below and let me know who's gonna win and why. And I'll see you next time. Peace.